Longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Over here. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
First carry for the former Tar Heel Elijah Hood. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Wide left.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards on the ground.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. What's that? 180.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Room here to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 98 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Show it. Right.
Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
319. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, right.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Check 31.
On first down, just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the ship. All right. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Check. Kill. Live.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
30-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play. And that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Mike 42. Mike 42.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half. They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did. And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, watch the block. Tight dog.
Right now, you got 58.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Watch safety.
Hey, flex.
Safety's creeping.
Rodgers going to throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
319. We are going.
I got one.
They'll run on first down. Grant takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Check 99.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
You go over here. You got tight right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and it'll bring up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Slam.
Wide left.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And left side here, it's Graham. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
Kelly, come left, Kelly.
Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Check that, right.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Mike.
Say.
Check 4. Check. Back north.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, alert 3. 8.
From the 31, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Check 59. Down to lose 1. Undercrush.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down. On first down, Hood. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
All right.
Crunch.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Check.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Newton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bang, bang.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
What is it? Ready?
Check. 42's the mark. It's been a long day for you. Check.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got room. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the shit.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career and maybe more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shift. We are going. Over.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Inside.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Set. Look 80. 20.
I'm coming. Back.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, McCaffrey. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Watch out.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming out.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Loco, over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College. Of course,
he rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Here's Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashawn Gary, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Kelly, 319.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Right.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Over. Flip it.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Pass incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
It all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check 43.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Terry Poe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, flag.
Kill, turn up.
Plant.
Take it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.